Now, for some of the women who got into romantic relationships with soldiers from the British Army training unit in Kenya, that's BATUK, it has ended up badly. They were wooed, then dumped, or as some would say, ghosted by the men they say were the loves of their lives. Well, now the situation gets worse, as the children born out of these relationships have had to painfully contend with the troubles of having a deliberately absent father or a deadbeat dad. In some cases, the fathers have blocked their own children on social media as they try to reach out to them for answers and some sense of identity. Gina Kirori takes us through the motions as narrated by women who have fallen victim to these deadbeat soldiers.
32-year-old Debbie, not her real name, was tittering with excitement when she first met the father of her child, a soldier attached to the British Army Training Unit Kenya, through a Facebook post in 2012. An online relationship that went on until 2016 when they met in person.
Akakuja kanitembelea, tukakaa pamoja like 2 weeks and then he left. Then tukakaa hivi akatafuta post ya Kenya. Hata nilimsaidia kutafuta hiyo post kwa British Army ya Kenya. After alipata akakuja tukaanza kusumbuana.
In July 2018, as the relationship with the BATUK soldier progressed, Debbie got pregnant.
Nikamwambia niko na ball. Akaniambia ni sawa. Kuenda nikapata akona mama mzungu, nikaambiwa na mtu akona mama mzungu, unasema uko na mimba ya fulani na akona mama mzungu. So mimi nikaingilia hiyo relationship yao na nika text huyo mama mzungu, wakakosana.
In March 2019, she delivered a baby. She says she texted the child's father many times, but he did not respond.
Ikafika mahali nikasema nitaambia British Army. British Army wakaniambia kwanza nitafute ma birth certificates na nini niende kwao. Kuenda kwao wakasema lazima tena nichukue lawyer. Nikatafuta lawyer.
It would, however, start off a series of frustration, as Debbie says BATUK denied her and her lawyer audience a number of times, despite being willing to have a DNA test done to enable her to get the rightful assistance. On 4th January 2023, Debbie, through her lawyer, wrote to BATUK a demand letter indicating the intention to sue over maintenance of the child, arguing that the soldier had abdicated his parental responsibility as the father of the child by refusing to make any contribution towards his maintenance and other basic needs. Debbie, however, says the hardest part has been the questions from her son about his father.
Ananiulizanga hizo swali sana. Hata anasikia venye tuna report hizo cases. For me saizi ni child upkeep tu, nothing else. Simtaki, nataka tu child support, and that's it.
Emily and her daughter Camilla, not their real names, share a strong mother and daughter bond, but previously the weight of an absent father caused friction between them. Emily says she was at a cafe in Nanyuki in 2005 when she met Phil, a BATUK soldier, who approached her and began a conversation with her. She recalls that while initially she was reluctant about a relationship with him, with time, a beautiful courtship began. The couple exchanged letters, with Phil being very upfront about his feelings. For instance, this excerpt of a letter he wrote to her. "Hi, my darling wife. Hope you're okay. It's very dusty here. Time is going by fast for me. I'm working 7 days in 1 week. Long day, but there's always time to think of you."
Actually, my engagement was very powerful because he came from Europe, kwa airport, kaona mtu amepiga magoti, "Will you marry me?" And I ran away actually, because unajua ilikuwa surprise, I didn't expect that.
Emily got pregnant in 2007. She remembers Phil being ecstatic about the coming birth of their child. However, after she went into labor, she next saw him when their child was 7 months old. Then he disappeared.
I tried to chat him and he blocked me. Again, I opened another account. He blocked me, the account. I tried at embassy, and I tried also with the family, because the mother knew me and the sister But all of them, they were telling me he's a grown-up, they can't do anything about it.
She says she has given up on getting answers from Phil. She, however, says caring for Camilla has been a weighty task as she is unemployed. I ask her how she would react if she ever saw him again.
What I would like him to do is just to give my child identity ya kwao, because she's a Briton. Akona right ya kupata nini, even kwa embassy wameandika.
Camilla, who is 17 years old, says she has been bullied for her skin color and wonders if the situation would have been different if she had the cushion of her father's presence and protection.
So, kufika class 6, where we learn about the colonization of Kenya and other countries, I personally feel attacked because it started name calling and then all of a sudden they just started bullying me. How about you go back to where you came from, because you don't belong here, and I'm sure your father abandoned you because you're useless.
In a bid to soothe the loneliness, Camilla reached out to her father on Facebook. He blocked her.
Have you ever talked to a ghost? That's what I felt like. I felt like I was just talking to myself and that I was wasting my time. That's when my depression kicked in that much. As you can hear, I started cutting. I overdosed a few times. And I was calling out to death at that time because I was like, I'm seeing my mom go through a lot of troubles because of me.
If she controlled the wand of fate, she says she would undo her father's actions, especially for her mother's sake.
If you know you're not going to be there, just stop with your evil intentions because you're spoiling someone else's life. If I see him right now, I'd cry, then I'd give him a slap, and then I'd cry more, give him a piece of my mind, then, because I still, okay, let's say I need a father's love in my life.
Camilla adds that her grades in school have also been affected and recalls one particular incident at school that was sentimental to her.
There's these men who came to school from Belgium. I don't know why. I think it's the white connection or something. When they said they were leaving, I literally cried. And then on top of that, by now they're the same age as my dad, right? So I was like, that hurts. At least they got to say goodbye though.
Emily still wears the engagement ring Phil bought her, a sentimental piece of jewelry which she says was a jewel in the crown of their relationship. Both women say that the Defense Cooperation Agreement should take into account matters of BATUK soldiers who sire children, then disappear into the cave defined as deadbeat, arguing that it is their children who end up nursing wounds from battles that would have our father as a shield and a sword, wounds and experiences that can be and have proven to be explosive.
Hard-hitting piece there. Camouflaged Crimes by Ngina Kirori. It is 1:30 the hour. We've got to take another break on this broadcast. Coming up,